Hey guys, I'm Bianca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making this shiplap sign for my mom's kitchen. It's kind of like a rustic farmhouse sign. So let's go ahead and get started. So for this shiplap sign, I went to Home Depot. You know, they have long pieces of wood. This was actually a 14-foot piece of wood, and this is just a 1-inch by 4-inch. And I was able to get 6 pieces out of it, and I only need 5 for this project. So I have the 5 pieces right here. This is just a 1x2, and I'm going to use these on the back of it, and I'll show you how with that. These are 17-inch. Since I don't have an air gun, I'm just going to be using these panel nails to hammer in the back. These are actually a little bit too long because I did purchase the wrong wood at first. These nails would have been perfect for that, but it's okay. I'm still going to use them. And then I have just a 220 grit sandpaper to sand this down. I have these little sawtooth hangers. That way we can hang this shiplap sign up. And then of course just a brush and my stain and chalk paint. This is the same stain and chalk paint that I use all the time. I'm also going to be using, I forgot to show you guys, this Gorilla Glue. And I'll show you how I'm going to use this. So I'm going to be using this and the nails. This is good for everything. It's for wood, stone, metal, ceramic, foam, glass. You can use this on anything. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and sand everything down. Alright, so I just finished sanding all of them down. Yes, by hand, because I do not have a machine. But my husband said he is going to buy me one. It took me about 20 minutes just because I did take my time with it. Put the pieces together so you can see how it's going to lay out. This is how it's going to look. I'm going to turn everything around and we're going to be looking at the back side of it. Okay, so the back side I did not sand down. Sanded down everything else, the corners, the sides, everything. Okay, I also sanded these down. I'm gonna put one on this side and then one on this side, just to hold the wood pieces together. So now I'm gonna use my Gorilla Glue first. Okay, so this particular glue says to dampen one side of the object. So I'm just gonna take this. I got just an old t-shirt. Run it along the back. I guess it helps it stick better. All on the left and right side. I got 2 nails in each board on each side. So now we're gonna go ahead and flip it over, and now I'm gonna stain it. So my wood piece has completely dried. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly brush it with this white chalk paint. You can just get this at Walmart for a few dollars. So I'm just gonna take this brush. I got this brush. It's a really cheap brush from the Dollar Tree. And you're just gonna lightly take some paint on it. This is a dry brush. So I'll just put a little bit of paint. Kind of take some off like that. You wanna have just a little bit of paint on the brush and then just start to go over it. So remember, just add a little bit of paint at a time to your brush. This is the whitewash I was going for. So now you know you can go heavier or lighter on it depending on the look you want to go for. But all you have to do is just go in with the dry brush and you can achieve this look. So now to apply the wording, I don't have a Cricut to put the perfect lettering on. I use this method all the time. I use my printer and printed out some letters. Now, if I didn't mention before, this is for my mom. This is what she wanted on the sign. So it's gonna say Silva's Kitchen, EST 1999. And I'm gonna be using a pencil to shade in the words. That way it'll transfer to the wood, and I'll show you how to do that. And then once I transfer the wording on here with the pencil, then I'm gonna outline it with a Sharpie. Okay, so I just used some painter's tape to just kind of put the wording in place. That way I can come and mark exactly where I want the corners to go. So I'm just putting like a little mark to show where the corner of the S is gonna go. And I'm gonna come on this side and do the same thing. I'm gonna shade in the wording in the back. The main thing you want to color in is just like the outside of it. Okay, so now I'm going to put it back. Now what you want to do is just trace over the outside of the words and it'll transfer to the wood. You might not be able to see it that well, but I can see it good enough to outline it with my Sharpie now. Okay, so that part is done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest off camera because it is very tedious. It is gonna take you some time to do it. All right, so here you go, you guys. I really like that shiplap look. I'm getting tongue-tied. I really like the way it looks. Take my advice when I say to do this little by little. Go and do what you have to do. Then come back to this trace for like 10-15 minutes. Don't do it all at once like I just did. The only reason I did it that way was because I want to get this video out for you guys today. So yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.